I was gonna try to do like a little journal entry for each day of me using this, but I only ended up doing day 1. So I'll read you guys what I wrote. Day 1, June 24th. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you saw our previous video where Candice was trying out pocket-sized planner for a week, I've been challenged to try out a personal wide planner. This isn't going to be much of a challenge for me because I actually fell in love with using personal wide when I was filming content for the June box, so I'm really excited to actually try it on a daily basis. As you guys know, I am a half letter planner girly. I have 2 half letter planners. This is my work one, and then I have another one at home for my personal stuff. So I'm gonna be using this personal wide for work and personal, just have everything in one space for the week and see how I like it, if I like the size difference. It'll also be a huge difference because I'm a disc bound planner, so I'll be using rings instead. So I'm really interested to see how that goes, and if you are too, then keep watching. All right, so I just put in an order for all of my personal wide inserts and accessories. So let's go to the warehouse and pick it up. All right, guys, let's go pick out all of my inserts. I've got my list right here. So we're gonna go shopping. Welcome to the warehouse. If you were at the warehouse tour, welcome back. So first we're gonna grab the planner rings. I'm gonna go for the 1-inch rings. And I think I'm gonna do the black ones, and then we need to grab graph notes inserts. I'm gonna use these for meeting notes or just jotting down anything that I need. We found the graph inserts. Let me grab personal wide. Here we go. Now we need undated daily. Where can I find that? Okay, down here. Here we go. Got these. What's next? Executive notes inserts. That might be down here if I remember from our packaging picking days. All right, we found them up here. Then we just have to get our dividers. We're going for the editorial dividers today. Might be over here. All right, and now we're gonna pick up the editorial vellum dividers. Personal wide. We won't tell you guys how long it took us to find those. Okay, one more thing on the list. Might be over here. We're getting the Moments cover and dashboard set, which is right here. Here's my size. Here she is. And that's everything. So let's go build this planner together. Okay, so I just picked up everything from the warehouse. I have my planner rings, my cover, my dividers, and a couple of inserts. So I'm gonna build this for you guys on camera so you can see what it looks like and which order I'm gonna put everything together in. First, I'm gonna take out the cover, the ASMR moment. I really like this cover because it'll keep my pages secure because it kind of juts out a little bit and it looks really cute. And I like the dashboard that goes with it as well. And I'm gonna open up my planner rings. And I just got the 1-inch because I feel like that was a good amount of space for me for this experiment. So now I'm just gonna put the cover on the rings. I thought the black was a good matching moment with the cover too because of the black text on the front. So a little tip, you can just put the rings like this, and then this bar will be inside so it won't like move around too much when you're flipping through your pages or holding your planner. Okay, I think I'm gonna put the graph notes in the back page out. I love graph notes just for writing down anything, like my meeting notes or just any like content ideas that I have, or like editing notes. They're just so versatile. They're good for everything. And I like writing on graph a little bit more than lined. So I'm gonna open up the dividers. And the fact that I have 3 is great because I have 3 different inserts, so it'll really help with my sections. I'm gonna put this one in. And then I'm gonna put in the executive notes. I chose these because I thought they would be good for meetings as well, but they're a little bit more structured because I have the subject line and you can put the date here. So I like the meeting notes inserts, but I kind of wanted to try something a little bit different. So I thought this would be a good choice. And last we have our undated daily planners. I went with these because I wanted something I could just write out my daily schedule. And I like the different sections for your task list. And if you guys have seen my other videos, you know that I really like time blocking. So this helps me do that. So I'm gonna put this in. This is a good amount of pages here. Put it in like this. It's gonna be interesting trying out a ring bound planner because I have been a disc bound planner for so long. Even though I do use ring planners in content, I don't use them in my normal planning routine. So this will definitely be a change, but it's always fun to try new things. So I'm just gonna open these up again. This will be something I have to get used to, is opening the rings all the time. I'm used to just ripping things in and snapping them back in with the discs, so this will be different, but I'm gonna add the last divider here. And I just love these dividers. I love all the images on them, and then the text right here I think is really cute. Putting in my dashboard and my cover. Okay, and this is my final planner. I think it looks so cute. I might keep this for a while. And just looking at it, I feel like I'm really gonna like this. So let's do a little flip. We've got our dated section. We'll have our schedule every day. And then we've got our notes sections, and then just some extra writing space here. I'm actually really excited to try this out. So I'll give you guys a little look into a week in my life using my personal wide, and at the end we'll see how we liked it and give it a good review. So keep on watching if you guys want to see a week in my life in a personal wide. Good morning, everybody. Just got to work and I'm going to use my personal wide today. I'm really excited. I was thinking this morning when I was getting ready about all of the things that I have to do when I get home, so I was excited to write all of them down in here. Day 1 in my personal wide. What's the date? 24th. Let's see. Okay, just filled out my schedule for today. I wrote down, usually when I fill out this insert, I write down like all of my priorities and tasks and then I put it into the schedule, but I kind of went for the schedule first because I was just thinking about everything I have to do and when. But I wrote down all of my work tasks that I have to do today. I highlighted for lunch here. And then I made this little line to separate from work and home. So this is just everything I'm doing when I get home. Busy day ahead. Gonna try to knock all of this stuff out today. And gonna just check off all the big tasks here. So I just have one for work, one for hair wash day, cleaning the guinea pig cage, doing laundry, and going to the grocery store. So yeah, I really like this. Like I said before, I like this size, so I think it's a good size for me. I'm already like pretty comfortable with it. So I'm excited to continue using this throughout the week. Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of a week in my life and personal wide. It's Thursday today. I have been enjoying this a lot. I used it in the meetings yesterday and I really liked it. I thought it was just enough space for me to write everything I needed. I did end up using like a couple pages though. I'll show you. So I was taking my meeting notes on the executive notes inserts, and you can see I wrote a lot. I had to write a little bit smaller, but I do write pretty small in general. But I was kind of testing out writing a little bit bigger on this page, and I think it looks good still, so feeling good about that. But I did end up using like 3 pages for 2 different meetings, but I don't know. So if that's something that you are concerned about, like using a lot of pages, I think that's definitely something to consider. But I guess it depends like how much information you're writing and how large you write. But so far so good. I am enjoying this a lot. I like that I can just fold it over and use it like a notebook, like a spiral notebook, which is nice. I can do the same thing with a disc bound, but that's a nice feature of it. So I have my schedule for today. I haven't been loving how I've been doing my schedules. I think yesterday was a little bit better than my first day. I think I just went a little too crazy with the highlighters this day. And then I went a little crazy with the dot marker this day. But I'll show you guys how I fill out my spread today. Okay guys, here's my spread for today. I'm really liking this way better. I think it's like a combo of the two. But we have my schedule here. I only did the dot marker here. I think this was a little cuckoo, but we kept it pretty chill here because I like you can just add the check marks in that. And then just my schedule for the day, just crossing off everything with highlighter. Same here. And my home stuff here. Really getting used to this. I think it's looking good so far. Hello guys, it's the end of the day. I'm just wrapping up here at the office, but I wanted to say before I go that one of the things I'm loving about the personal wide also is that I feel like it fits in my bag so well. So my work bag is this Longchamp like medium tote. I feel like it looks smaller on the camera than it is in real life, but this is just my bag that I use. I have like my laptop and everything in here, and I usually would fit my half letter planner, but sometimes it's like a little bit bulky because I just have so much in it and I have like my folio cover and everything. But this is just so much like more compact. So it just slides in my bag really well. I don't know if I can show you. You can see it in there, but yeah, it just takes up like so much less space in my bag, which I really like because I am not like the kind of person that carries around a lot of stuff. Like I just usually have like my purse and I just have like a lip gloss and my wallet and my phone. Like that's pretty much it. But yeah, I like that it's small enough, but it's not too small for writing purposes. So one thing I really love about that. Hey guys, we have finally reached the end of the week with my test run with Personal Wide. I have to say, I really do like this size and I think it's something I want to keep using throughout the rest of the summer, maybe even into 2026. So let's just go over my planner again. So I have the 1-inch black rings here, and then I have the Moments dashboard and cover set, which I really like this because it almost felt like a notebook to me, like just a smaller little spiral notebook. So that was nice. And then I layered the July dashboard with it. I really like the way the green looks with or underneath this cover. I think the layering is really nice. And then I added a pen loop. This is the Earl Grey one. I love this one. It's like a light grayish blue leather. And I love the way it looks with the pink pen and the green dashboard. I think it's just really fun, pastel, soft moment. Then I also got the editorial dividers. I really like these because I only had 3 sections in my planner. So I had my undated dailies, and then I had the executive notes that I used, and then my graph notes section. So I can take you guys through my planner a little bit. There's not too much to see because I only used it for a week. But if you saw earlier in the video, I was talking about how I was kind of struggling with my undated dailies and how I wanted to format it and write everything down and use all the colors because I'm used to using weekly schedule. So it was a little bit of a learning curve. I think size aside, I think if I was going to continue with this, I would definitely get weekly schedule because I realize it's definitely my favorite layout for work at least. So would definitely go with that. But it was fun trying out a different layout. I was playing around with different things. I think this day, what was this? Last Thursday was probably my favorite spread that I did because I kind of got the hang of it then. But yeah, I think this was a really good size for me. I think it was enough room. I don't write super big, so it was enough space for me. So that's it for my dated section. And then for my executive notes section, I actually really liked these for meetings. Like, I know we have the meeting notes inserts and I like those too, but I like how you can write the subject at the top here and then the date. I thought that was helpful for meetings. It also had a decent amount of space to write in. I did end up using about 2.5 pages, or just 1 page front and back for one meeting. And then I used about a full page for another meeting. So it just depends how much you write and if you're okay using multiple pages. I think if you are, shouldn't be a problem, but you definitely get a little bit more space if you're in a larger size. Like I was in my half letter, so I probably would go through, well, I like to write a lot, so I definitely would use like 1 page front and back, but it's up to you what you prefer. And also the insert that you're using too. If you go for just the graph like I had here, the lines are a little bit larger, so you can write just a tiny bit bigger and have a little bit more space, and then obviously it comes up through the entire page. So that's something to think about for sure. And I was just using the graph notes for literally just jotting random notes down. I had like edit notes here, something I wanted to write on an Instagram story, just some video ideas, more edit notes. But I did end up writing down a little entry. I was gonna try to do like a little journal entry for each day of me using this, but I only ended up doing day 1. So I'll read you guys what I wrote. Day 1, June 24th. Enjoying the size, a tad smaller than I'm used to, but I tend to write small. I pretty much said that already. I'm enjoying trying new inserts and a new size though. I like that I can fold the rings over like I can with my discs or a spiral notebook. Takes up less space on my desk because I don't have a folio. That was another thing. I have my half letter in one of the vegan folios, so it takes up a little bit more space on my desk, especially when it's like open, because I like to have it open flat on my desk so I can just see my whole week layout. But this I just had folded over, just kind of sitting in the corner, and it took up way less space. So that was nice. And then another thing that I liked was it fit in my bag really easily, also because I just have the cover on it, not like a folio or anything. So when I put my half letter into my bag, it takes up so much room because it's just really thick. But this was just throw it in there. It didn't really make a difference with the space in there, which was nice. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more compact, but you still want enough room to write, I think personal wide is a really great size for that. My final thoughts are really enjoyed using this. I definitely want to continue using it, maybe try some different inserts out and see which ones I like more, and maybe find my flow with using personal wide, and it could be my new planner size. So we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave us a comment below and let us know if you're using personal wide or what size you want to try next. And let us know what size we should do a challenge in. Again, Candice tried pocket, I tried personal wide. Maybe we can get somebody to try HP Classic, or if there's any sizes that you guys are curious on, let us know. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.